2, 3, 4.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all.
So what's happening, gents? What's going on? What? I see you're representing the Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company today, Michael. Congratulations.
I started sectioning my t-shirts into 3 categories. It was rock shows I've been to, stuff for me, places I've been.
Right.
Stuff I worked on.
So it's
Is that a place you've been or
Stuff
a
I
place you've
worked
worked on?
Stuff I worked on.
Okay.
right. Okay. So that would be in with like a crew shirt, like a rap t-shirt, sweatshirt.
Yeah, the concept of rap shirts in general, rap gifts, has been, I think, abused in some cases, like we talked about Elementary and how crappy they were. And sometimes, in other cases, they were really nice. And,
right.
The production is crappy, but then the actors actually give you nice things. Like I was presented with the smallest possible iPod Nano Shuffle by Edie
Taco?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
When I did Nurse Jackie that one season and got fired on Christmas Eve.
Speaking
that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You get an iPad Nano.
Before we kick this whole
Guys,
thing
wait, what? I got to tell you something that I, got
Do
that
it.
works.
off. Okay.
Do it.
Some swag, you mean?
Some swag.
Before you answer that, unless you save it
We
for the very...
we always see it. You walk around with that bag every day.
Well, that's different. That's another one.
okay.
That's two. That's 2 now. I can just say 2 things.
All right, go
I
ahead.
know what you want to say, so just say it.
Well, I wanted to ask if you guys had like rap shirts from Pete and Pete or any sort of stuff while you were shooting it that was swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave one of the Pete and Pete Carhartts. I didn't like
You
it.
never gave me anything.
What do you
He
mean?
gave you a career. I mean,
Yeah, I made you.
together for years.
I made you. I gave one of my Pete and Pete Carhartt jackets to my college girlfriend's mom because I didn't.
You weren't into it.
Which one?
The tan one.
Yeah, I didn't, the tan one never did it for me.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't even
still
know
have
where
the
mine.
black
I don't
one.
know where mine is. The black one I still have
Yeah,
too,
we
and the
both still have
black one. If you notice, Kate was wearing that yesterday
Oh wow!
at HQ. It's one of the only. It's the only jacket that fits her right now,
It's very good.
which I got when I was young.
This is
So it makes me feel like I was a fat ass, way back then.
No,
'cause
this
she
is
can't fit
great.
into anything else. But
It's better than Kate wearing Paul suits, right? Much better than Kate
True.
wearing
Okay.
your dad's suits.
I got. Was there another swag thing you wanted to talk about?
I don't know. Did we talk about the figure it out bag at all? I have that figure it out bag that I've
Yes.
been wearing forever since I got it. Pretty much. That was a wrap gift that I've been
For all that,
using. No, for
figured
figure it
out. Sorry.
And
It doesn't say all that on it.
no, it says figure it out family style. That specific season, which was
That's
the one
that I appeared
he
on.
was in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a reminder to me. It's like every time I see Danny, I'm reminded that we appeared on his show together.
Stop. It was not my show. It was Summer Sanders' show.
Yeah.
I just happened to be on a lot.
I talked to
Anyway, they gave us these sweet fucking bags, and I've been wearing it. I had it in beginning of high school. It was a messenger bag. I wore it all the time through college. Came back to New York, had it, been wearing it, wore it while we were doing all these tours just recently.
How many pounds of weed have moved through that bag?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Ballpark. 10.
10 pounds of weed?
Over how many years?
Over 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably.
How many?
I don't have. Any
I don't
idea,
know.
but I'd say
I feel like you could smoke your weight in weed at the end of your life. I feel like you probably smoked your weight
This is
in
a
weed.
deadly way to lead into the 420 weekend. The Tamborelli challenge.
I know what it's worth because I've looked it up. You know what it's worth?
What's it worth?
Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona,
My other rap gift is a car.
and to his right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Lori Beth gave me her old one because she had one and mine was so decrepit and she saw it in February.
Right. Oh, that's really sweet.
And
of Lori
decided-
Beth Denberg.
And decided that she was going to give it to me. And then she couldn't find it. And then mysteriously a package showed up on my door from Elisa Reyes, is what it said.
Right.
From all that.
From another All That cast member that I haven't really stayed in contact with much.
Right.
And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why would she be,
Yeah.
And it just turned
Is
out
it a
was
pig
just
kidney?
it was just Lori Beth being Lori Beth, freaking me out for a little while, and then finding this
Right.
beautiful bag.
Way to go, Albay.
So now I get another 20 years with the same bag.
That is that's very hard to accomplish, to get something that's made in the 90s that looks so. It looks brand
it's
new.
brand
It's
spanking
incredible.
new.
Yeah.
For that matter, I have a Home Alone 2 leather jacket, like
Ooh.
varsity style jacket with leather sleeves. We've talked about this on the pod before.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't do anything. I think it's a food for moths.
Oh, it doesn't say like
Yeah, it says Lost in New York and all that crap.
Oh, it
but
does.
when the hell would I wear it?
yeah.
Well, maybe we should. I have an all that jacket that I don't ever wear. I don't really think I'm going to. Maybe we can do something fun with that where you and I both put a jacket up and we do a 50-50 raffle to a charity of our choice.
Mm. That's not a
We'll
bad
give the
idea at all.
proceeds to charity, which means we can offset as many expenses as we want. Against
Sure, because we're going back on tour.
This is a great idea. I probably have a couple of other wrap gifts, but the one I really liked, I lost. The one I really liked was a piece of grid cloth signed by everybody in the cast, and I lost it.
That's
the crew, not you.
what grid cloth.
Oh no, I think you signed it too.
It's
I
like
hope I signed it.
Yeah,
I
you
hope you
signed
said, "Hey, Danny, would you like to sign my?"
Oh no, I didn't ask anybody. It was just done. It was like done surreptitiously.
Oh, well, I certainly didn't get one of those.
Nor did I.
Did you ever get a cutout though of yourself, a life-size cutout of yourself that Nickelodeon sent to you on your birthday?
No, I wasn't.
That happened to
important
you?
enough for that.
Yeah.
I had to go. I had to go to 1775 Broadway and steal a picture of us, American Gothic style. It was like a photo,
Oh,
huge photo poster of us.
I don't remember that,
You weren't there.
but it was a poster of me.
It was
and
a
you.
poster of you and I. I think I was the male farmer and you were the farmer's wife.
Oh my god!
I believe.
Wait a second.
You can't. Anyway, Vincent. I think Vincent or Vincent's dad has the poster still. So
Yeah.
Vincent has a poster in California. It exists.
Well, can you ask Vincent to snap a picture of
We
it?
can
so I can see
corroborate
it?
this. We can corroborate
'Cause
this
I'd
story
like
for
to see.
sure.
I believe you. I would just like to see it.
You were leading up to before. Well, first of all, my name's Jeremy. I didn't get that out because you cut me
Wow.
off.
I cut you off.
Yes.
No, I just tried to finish my story. Was all I was doing.
and Muppets in the
story
house
of my
today.
life
Give a-
on this
give
podcast.
A shout out to her. I'm trying to talk, Danny. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, you were saying the 420 weekend is upon us, and it's 420 Eve here as we're recording. That's a little secret that we shouldn't tell anybody. But we do. I wanted to say that we are going to have a little video out tomorrow as a gift to all of you Patreon subscribers. It is our first 420 video episode, and it'll be
Go.
up tomorrow morning.
And are we doing a 420 episode this year, or is it just our only one?
Are you gonna?
I
Does
don't
it become
know.
an annual thing?
Are you gonna shoot it in 420?
Because I'm not around tomorrow.
Yeah,
P?
420p.
P?
Yep,
Or 420i?
not 480, 420.
4K 20
Yeah, no,
P.
that's about a third of a K. No, that's a half of a K. Sorry.
A half of a K is still about $50. I mean, when I was coming up, how
Yeah.
much is it going to cost now?
Let's ask Danny.
Yeah, he's more.
Why are
If
you
anybody
guys
knows, he
going
would
back
know.
to me again?
No,
On what? On the drugs?
On
On the
K,
drugs? On the K?
I have no idea what that
Special K?
would cost.
The
yes.
Special
Jackie,
K is called ketamine.
the Jackie Brown of all that.
The Jackie Brown of all that.
You were the
That's
Jackie
messed
Brown-
up.
you were the Jackie
why
Brown
would I be
of
that?
all-
I didn't give anybody weed on the set.
I'm saying
I didn't
if,
sell drugs on
if
the
that
set of all that.
if
Thank
that-
you very much.
if that figured out family style bag could talk, the tales it could tell. And now
Yeah, but-
Lori Beth has helped you
I don't.
to conceal the stories
Stop
by
it.
silencing the old bag.
The only
And
the
how
only
many
story that bag
pounds will go through
the
the
only
new
story
bag?
that bag is telling is the bands I was listening to 8th grade freshman year
When you wrote their names
sophomore
on
year of high school that I wrote my name on
Right.
on their names on the bag, like Pearl Jam and the Pixies.
I do feel like
And
though,
God Street Wine, the hippie jersey.
the one
band.
outlier, yeah.
for years though, you used to cover up the Nickelodeon logo.
I
This is
did. I
some
had
deep-
I had a
sometimes-
bunch of buttons on it.
Yeah,
'cause
sometimes
I
you
felt
use
like it was
shoe polish, sometimes a banana
no. I didn't
peel,
want to destroy it.
oftentimes a commemorative statue of
I didn't want to
Liberty.
destroy the bag. I was trying to keep the bag
Yeah.
as best as I could. I wasn't gonna like cut it out or anything.
But you fully moved into the new one.
I'm fully into the new one,
Like
and
a
I feel
hermit
bad
crab.
about it.
Like
I
a
don't.
hermit
I
crab
like,
who's never grown.
like the old bag. The old bag is going to be used for like going to the beach or Maybe I'll put baby dirty diapers in them.
Oh
or
yeah.
something.
Definitely daddy diaper bag.
Oh, you got to get one of
Daddy
those diaper
bag.
wizard.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
get a diaper. I'm not going to use the Figure It Out bag as a diaper bag
Why not?
because
It's already had plenty of good shit in it.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like-
allow that one.
Dad jokes.
Yeah.
I'll allow that
See,
one.
look, he's segueing into dad humor.
Oh.
He's accepting dad humor.
I've always I'm well versed in dad jokes.
Yeah.
So we've all
Because I have two little sisters, and I would do the same thing. Just like my dad, I would just like to embarrass them in front of their friends
Right.
or prospective suitors.
you put them through the ringer. In other words,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to
I
do
told
that.
everybody that my sister had lice.
Okay.
So I'm just saying,
you
like,
did it
I
five.
like to.
You did it 5 times on the road.
Yeah, I was gonna
last
say
month.
that's paid off well for us. Thank you.
Yeah. For that matter, thank you, Kelly Lynn's lice.
They're not here. I regret.
If it makes you feel
inform
any better,
that
all those
of
lice are
that
dead.
whole generation of lice. They're
It's
all
just-
those
yeah,
lice
they're
are
all
just
gone.
dead.
Yeah. That is from Danny's ears to God's mouth.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
not how that works at all.
Jeez, guys.
What else is going on, gents? The I feel like other than the 420 holidays, what's up?
You asked what I didn't. I just put my hands up.
Oh, sorry. If you are subscribed to Patreon, you would see that. You'd see that he put his hands up.
Oh, see,
Right.
See, this is an advertisement now for Patreon.
What are you gonna do?
It,
Got to pay the
Subscribe.
bills.
Come on.
We're looking forward to a long weekend. I was happy to have a day off
Yeah.
today and doing the old farmers market routine tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
If you guys are in the market, for
Which
some,
one? The green
some
point?
raw milk, some illicit raw milk. Just follow me.
Green point?
Illicit raw milk.
You
Yeah.
should come to this one, and we'll meet you up there.
I don't think there's any legal raw milk, is there?
I don't know.
I mean, it has to be legal.
No.
It has to be
It has to feel.
pasteurized.
No, it has to feel dangerous.
Is this? I mean, what? Oh, it's unpasteurized, right?
That's correct.
And what's the problem with pasteurization?
This is a whole other episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, maybe we'll do a mobile episode and talk to the raw milk people. I
Yep.
don't-
You can. That's
I-
just something that you can do, and
know
on
what I'm
Patreon
wondering?
we can figure that out. Mike will go there tomorrow and ask some
There you
questions
go.
and take some video or
Now,
audio.
now
of
I'm
it.
wondering if the Amish would consent to appear on camera, but you're married to the Pennsylvania girl, so you might know.
I
better.
mean, I don't know. I do have Mennonites on the side.
You got
of my
Mennonite
family
in-laws?
now. I got Mennonite
Oh.
in-laws,
Mennonite in-laws.
but they're not the Orthodox. Is that I don't even
not
know
the
what
practicing
they're not.
kind.
They're not practicing in the way that they're all dressed like the Amish.
Oh well,
You know.
it's just another Christian. Thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't.
They drive cars and have cell phones and stuff and talk on the phone.
And do they do their? What was the documentary on their 21 when they turned 18 or 21?
What?
Rumspringa?
Yeah, is that part of the Mennonite culture or no? That's
I don't
a different
know.
thing.
I'm not really sure. I'm
Okay.
I'm actually.
I'm wondering if you're.
I'm
gonna
not
have
someone
to.
who's well versed in what the differences are. I thought Mennonites and Amish people were very similar, and then we have.
If you go
now
back,
I have some that are family, and
Yeah.
they're. I don't see so I don't know,
Yeah.
and I feel
I think if you
stupid for
go
not
back,
knowing.
if you go back a couple hundred years, it's like they have a common ancestor somewhere, and then they kind of like had a
Sure.
disagreement, and
Mhm.
there's a
One
quake.
said I like technology, and the
Yeah,
other said,
well,
I
I'd
don't
rather marry
care.
my cousin, and
I don't know if they marry each other's cousins.
why not? They're so damn attractive.
It could be.
I was attracted to a cousin once. One of my, I just there was nothing happened, and I thought
They're
she
not
was cute.
They're not
She's-
listening to this
Yeah,
podcast.
no. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to name names, but
Just name all your cousins.
I
And
want to
then
go
you'll
out
be
in that
covered.
living room when we're done, and Marla will still be there. So that's the. That's
Luckily,
my
we have.
focus.
Luckily, we've just been patching her through the live feed at Seltzer King Studios out to the
You
exterior PA.
Yeah, we could do that. We could
Look, we just get rid of the wall back here, and we put in a little glass. You know,
Transom.
Yeah.
You love
Be
the word.
perfect.
You love
Transom?
to. You love to think about transoms.
Oh my god!
Don't you love transoms?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I'm a fan of transoms. Aren't you a fan of transoms?
Yes, I'm
I've had
entertained
to
by
light
them.
so many damn transoms in my life.
Is that
so.
a transom up here in the Seltzer King Studios? The thing that
Negative.
the lights go inside of?
No, it's just that's just a header.
What's a transom
strip.
then? What's a?
That's traditionally how you would get news anonymously passed to you.
Oh,
The window over the door that sort of like leans in or out.
okay,
That's a transom.
interesting. I think maybe I thought it was something else. which is just like a channel.
Sure, you could be a move that somebody, probably a wrestling move as well.
The triple transom.
Oh boy,
We've done.
You can never get out of a triple transom.
A triple transom.
That's what I hear.
So you don't double stamp a triple transom.
The path of no return. Dan and I have done so much wrestling posing in our live shows. Like, I don't wrestle, and yet we got down.
Wait, those aren't wrestling poses. Those are RD's strongest man in the world poses.
No, we were hard styling a lot with people.
But is that a wrestling thing? I thought that was a jail thing.
It's a jail thing.
I think it's a jail thing.
Okay.
Which we are appropriating, the people who have not been to jail.
Yeah, I'm thinking that some of the people that
one
we
of these
hard-styled
days,
with
one
had
of these
not
days,
been locked up.
Yeah, we're gonna get hit by the hard style fairy for doing too many hard styles.
Which is why I've
Without
been trying,
any of us. I mean, I have gone to jail. I've never been to prison, but I have been to jail.
I'm trying to lighten our load by doing prom pics. I'm trying to lighten our karmic load by doing prom pics, which is extra for me because I never went to prom.
That is not true.
I went to prom in West Virginia. I didn't go to my own prom.
You didn't go to your own prom. You didn't go to your own prom, but you went to prom, and we have pictures to prove it.
Oh yeah,
we have a picture to prove it.
Wait, West Virginia is not where you sent the.
No, that was
I sent it.
Pennsylvania.
Actually, her next door neighbors were Mennonites.
Oh,
Liza's family had Mennonites in the neighborhood.
What if they play? Yeah. I was just thinking maybe
They
it
looked normal. You know what I mean? They weren't very Amish looking.
Mm-hmm.
Cars and the like.
Yeah, when I go home, there's buggy parking at Home Depot and Lowe's, and a lot of the businesses are very accommodating.
Those Amish like to farm, and they've been buying up more and more of the Buckeye State as they get pushed out of expensive Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
yeah,
they've been there. I think they've been around Ohio for years. They got the lay of the land. They've been making furniture. They've been selling candy. And they've been making their way in this world today.
Come to the Mahoning Valley.
My mom she loves going up to the to Mennonite country, or as it were.
Is that a thing?
There are Mennonites there, definitely. There's a whole culture.
Careful, son. We're in Amish country, and everybody straps on a beard.
I mean, that's what Lancaster County is for the most part. Like, that's like...
I wonder if there's a sister wife company to the Ohio Mennonite area and to the Pennsylvania one.
I'm sure
County
there is.
or company?
Yeah, if there's like a sister city type. I said sister wife, which
Lancaster.
Yeah.
You're
but what's the Ohio sisters? Because I feel like I've heard
Oh,
about
I know that there are
Lancaster,
some
PA.
Ohio listeners here that know the answer to that.
Yes.
And if you want to tell us, you should give us a ring at
347-470-8150.
You know, when you guys do it together, it's very hard to get the numbers out.
Or
so
let
maybe
us
just
know.
one of you just pick one set of three.
Let's do every other. You want to do every
Just let
other?
us know.
just
at
three.
Danny and Mike.
No.
With the N spelled out.
You can say 347.
Is this forever now? This is what we're going to do?
470.
And you say.
And I'll say
Of course,
8150.
he wants more numbers.
So
I don't need it.
if you have information on the Mennonites, please contact us at 347.
470.
8150.
Okay.
You don't have
That's
to.
our voicemail.
You
Give
don't
us a
have
shout.
to. But we played a lot of shows in Ohio. I've played less than anybody else here.
Probably.
In the group. But
Right.
I can't help that fact that Ohio
crisscross-
likes Jounce. I can't help the fact that our best market in the whole country is not even the place where we
it's not
live.
steel country.
I think I take a bit of pride in that.
I love it.
The music scene in
Dude,
Dayton,
it's so
Cincinnati has
fun.
always been amazing.
Dayton is one of
Yeah,
my
it's always
favorite
been
places
great.
in the whole world
They
to
love-
play music.
They love their music.
Oh, that's where I
real.
had the
It's for
shrimp.
real.
It's one of my favorite places to eat shrimp and grits.
and Dayton, yes. Shout out to the Over the Rhine. I mean, the
It's a neighborhood.
Oregon district.
The
man.
Oregon district. It's okay. You lived in a lot of places out there.
Yeah,
What city will have you now, Dan?
exactly.
Oh.
That's a funny story. We what were we doing? We were watching Jounce the other night at the Union Hall, and Danny was going to play some cover songs. So I thought it would be nice to yell out, "What city will take you now?"
Mm-hmm.
Did he play?
Well,
a
no,
Guided
I guess
by
you would-
Voice?
No,
Did he
but
play
then
a Guided by
we
Voices
did.
cover?
Yeah. We play.
What'd they play?
Jounce has been playing Glad Girls,
Okay.
which is
Pretty good.
really
Yeah,
fun.
pretty good.
But yeah, I said we were going to play a Pixie song and a Pixie song.
You did that too.
Yeah, I
believe.
screwed up the name too. I screwed up the name of the band that we were playing with.
Listen, we're in great shape to get the 420 weekend started. It sounds like.
Oh, is that what's happening right now? Well,
I mean,
you know, I may or may not have gone cross country. What? Oh, because I've got one. I'm drinking beer
for the listener,
for the listener.
Mike,
Mike's decided
very-
that I have to. Well, I'll go back to the video and look and see exactly
right.
how sweaty
he
my
was glistening.
upper. It's hot in here for
Oh,
sure.
listener.
You're wearing shorts, my friend.
I'm wearing shorts.
It's funny.
Yeah, they're pretty.
No need to double them.
They're shorts.
They're work
Those
shorts.
those are 6 inches above your knee.
Those are at least.
These shorts are 6 inches
These are
above
at
your knee.
least a 9-inch inseam. I'm going to stand up, and you're going to eat your words.
Yeah, those go to the knees. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
That was a little bunchy.
Okay.
I blame Muppet.
It's like a 10-inch inseam.
All right. Well, I was just getting a lot of thigh for the listener.
But you did bring up
You've been through
HVAC.
Ohio. You get a lot of.
What's that?
You did bring up HVAC. I started the HVAC system in the pod studio yesterday. So
Oh.
at some point in our
Well,
lives,
it's not working very
Yeah, you
good.
keep gesturing.
not on at
yeah,
all.
you keep
Yeah.
gesturing over there like something's going to happen. But
Like,
that
yeah,
white
no,
PVC, that will be our air conditioning system. In
that
theory.
right there.
Will it
Is
work?
it a
I
soaker
don't know.
hose?
No, I'm just running through the wall. So the air conditioner will be in my room, the bedroom, and then through the wall will
coolness,
be,
right.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll
very
just send it through and then drill holes in the pipes so they spew
You're
out.
definitely losing your security deposit.
Well, I did it beside the place where there was a pipe for the building. So
On,
let's hope they don't.
Right, they won't see it.
on
You
a
can
park
plug that
slope.
up.
On a park slope note, I find the block above Jeremy's block to be like a bountiful, veritable candy land of people throwing out free stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh, this
and,
neighborhood loves to throw.
And I
out
wasn't
stuff.
and I wasn't paying attention like all the way down the block. I think it was on my phone. And so I didn't know. This is probably one of the I noted recently online that I had a really long streak of always making a big bubble go in the water cooler when I got water from the water cooler.
Okay,
I
at
would
work.
make a really
Yeah.
big bubble go. But I had like a 30-year streak going.
30-year streak.
Yeah. I had a serious 30-year streak going.
I don't know how you would remember each time.
Don't-
That. Is that
Didn't
something
you used to
just
go
think
to
about?
but didn't you used to go to auditions?
Yes.
And like there were common, there were casting places you went back
Right.
to again and again.
Yeah, I was there for the noise.
I
more than
loved
anything.
it. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So I kept careful track.
Painstaking.
And another
Kept notebook every time. It was just like check,
And
check.
bubble.
But it'd be all
Yeah.
soaking
It's a-
wet because he
it's a
just took his
stamp.
hands out of the
It's a
water.
stamp.
Beth Melsky casting
The ink-
928
the ink
Broad.
is- yeah.
So perfectly.
Check.
Another streak came to an end when I didn't find one free oddball weird free thing on the block above yours in Park Slope today.
Oh no, there was a clothing rack.
A
Nice
woman
one.
asked me direction, so I wasn't paying attention. Then I walked with her, so I didn't.
That's probably you missed the. Yeah, there was a nice little white clothing rack. You know, the ones that.
There's a table and chairs out there too.
Jesus,
Yeah.
There's a full
Yeah.
meal set.
Depends. Usually, the end of the month when people are moving out, it's a
Wake
good
up,
time to
wake
walk
up,
around,
wake up.
and you don't have to go all the way to IKEA. You can just pick stuff up off the street and
Right.
get some Lysol, and then it's yours.
It's the same stuff from IKEA. It's been pre-assembled and carried up the hill for you and set outside for
right.
free.
So you can't go very far with it, or we'll crumble.
It will
when you
fall
put
back
it back
apart, yeah.
The best part though about some of those IKEA builds is that you can see when you see them on the street sometimes that there's no patience involved. So it's like I just want it out of my house, and you see like part of it's like cracked and broke,
Yeah.
and just stripped away.
Oh,
like,
because
as
it
sits.
wouldn't fit back out of the door.
That could
assembled,
be it too. Yes,
or back out of the room,
That could be
back
it
out
too.
of the back down
I
the
see a lot
stairway.
of piles of IKEA wood. Yeah.
When we were moving out of the old apartment on East 3rd Street and Avenue C, we
I'm sorry.
had
I'm
we
sorry.
had
hitting,
a
hitting stick base.
hitting-
HSB.
yes, this is hitting stick backyard. This is staying up way too late, getting eggs and paintball shot at us because we stayed up too late partying in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were leaving, there was some furniture that we weren't taking out. We kind of had a bad falling out with the landlord.
You piled it all in the backyard.
Oh,
didn't you?
dude, no, we didn't pile in the backyard, but we did take bats to, dressers and stuff, and just kind of demolished things in there. Didn't leave on a happy note.
Yeah.
But I think Joe Cirallo definitely has a picture of me like doing a wrestling move where I was just like,
Oh, you dropped
I
the
dropped
elbow?
the elbow down
Elbow
on this
drop.
dresser, and it just like all crashed, and it was
Jimmy's wife would dump
It's a
out her
great
own
feeling.
ashtray.
Demolition. I'm just saying, demolition's a good job.
I
We should
never
all get into it.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Why would you mess up your own house?
Well, I mean, I guess if it's
Dogs don't shit where they sleep. That's the landlord in in Amherst, Massachusetts, said that to me.
You should put that on a plaque.
She came over.
Also don't think it's true.
She came over after we had basically an end of the year party.
A blowout.
And
Rager.
My college girlfriend lived like a mile and a half down the road, also owned by the same property that I was living in. And so I wasn't staying there, and all my friends were there, and like it was just like beer cans to the ceiling outside, like in the front porch. Like it was just the whole place was trashed. And I guess she came over. I wasn't there, and she's like walking around, seeing all these people like passed out
the
everywhere.
Landlord or the girlfriend?
The landlord walking all around, being like, "What the fuck is happening? Where's Danny?"
Who's in charge?
Somebody got up and was just like, "Who are you?" She goes, "I'm the fucking landlady. Who the fuck are you?
See,
Where's Danny?"
She should have done the Jim Belushi thing. I'm the substitute, man. I'm the principal, man. I'm the principal, man.
No, she was like, "This is my fucking house. Who the hell are you? Where is Danny?" Someone said that I was probably at my girlfriend's house.
Another one of your illustrious
she
properties.
knew, drove down the road, banging on the front door to get in. Like Franny like runs downstairs, tries to like, open the door, and then she goes, "Where's Danny?" And you can just hear her screaming. She's this like short lady named Lynn. Her name was Lynn.
A masshole.
Oh, she was the epitome of a masshole,
May I
like
have
for
seltzer,
sure.
please?
She was just very like, "Where's Danny? Tell me who the hell said you could have this party?" Like blah blah blah. And I see he's not even staying there.
This
like,
anecdote is brought to you by Polar Seltzer of Worcester, Massachusetts. Drunk by many kids in Amherst.
probably true.
Go ahead, Danny.
She just said the one thing that has always stuck with me, which was, "Of course you're back at your girlfriend's house. Dogs don't shit where they sleep."
Wow. Which is also not true. Come on. That's not a great.
I mean, have you smelled dog beds ever? There's plenty of shit smell in there.
It depends on how much they groom. Muppet here is a medium-haired to long-haired dog, which I would say you would need to pay extra attention to the butt for dingleberries. Isn't that right, Muppet?
Oh,
When that hair gets long,
Let's
definitely.
check. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, she just got a haircut, so she's
I'm pushing G down Broadway after the baby be a baby exercise that Adele takes him to on Wednesdays, and we're heading back to Union Square, and this guy is in Union Square talking about pollution and the water protectors and the Keystone XL pipeline and the type of stuff. And it's right, we're already past most of the vendors of the green market, and we're past the subway entrance and into more of the socially conscious part of Union Square. And this guy's talking nonstop, and he's got a couple of signs, and this woman just stops, and her dog is shitting like 15 feet from him. And without missing a beat, he goes, "Really gonna do that, lady? Right in front of me, right here, like that?" And then keeps going with what he's saying about the water.
I mean,
being someone who has walked a dog recently that poops, you have no control over where that dog takes a shit. Like, she has pooped on like mounds of roots from a tree. Like, it's a corner of a tree that's just grown up, and she's like, "That's my spot." She'll climb up on it and poop on the roots. Yeah, I don't.
They're
kind of weird.
Philadelphia hip hop group that I like a lot. There's no reason to shit on the roots.
Don't shit on the roots.
Don't shit on the roots.
Yeah. Anything else we want to add to this beautiful, beautiful pre-420 minisode? What do you think?
Groom your dog's behinds, people.
Oh yeah, trim no dingleberries.
We're not even really talking about that. That's the thing that you got to tell people today. Dingleberries for dogs.
Dingleberries and wrap gifts, kiddos.
Yeah.
Wow,
Life is sweet.
what a great minisode.
That's right.
Full of good shit.
Full of great shit.
Just like your.
I mean, I do smell good weed. Yes, I do. So there's probably good shit in that bag.
And so the kid's butt is going to be extremely kind. With diapers.
Give us a look on Patreon, patreon.com/Danny and Mike.
With the N spelled out.
So you can watch our last year's 420 stuff, which was with our buddy Josh.
That's this year. That's what we're screening this year.
Josh.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go check out Patreon. You'll
I'm
see
trying to,
Absolutely.
I'm trying to push visibility to our Patreon.
Also,
you just need to fly the plane lower.
also check us out on the Last Podcast Network, lastpodcastnetwork.com. This guy right here is at Michael C. Morona. at D Tamborelli, on the twits at Danny Tamborelli. I'm at Remy Balin on most things, at Jeremy Balin on some things. What else, guys? What else should we cover here?
Drink seltzer every day.
Drink seltzer every day.
Follow us on Twitch.
Follow us on Twitch. Oh yeah, we should talk about that because I don't think we've ever.
If you subscribe, we get money.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, check us out on twitch.tv/Danny and Mike. See, I tried to do it. I tried to be smooth. I tried, and it didn't work. I'll get them next time. Thank you all for listening.
Try again.
Thanks, Muppet.
Bye. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.